welcome to Adam's Arachnids. This is going to just be a Q&A video. So, a couple of videos ago, I asked people to comment your questions and I'll try to answer them. So, got one of the babies with me. This is my ghost Honduran milk snake. Got her from IHS Doncaster. So yeah, she's doing well. So without further ado, let's get some questions going. So this one's from, come here, Critters and Creations, and which creature in your collection scares you the most? Okay, I have Poecilotheria metallica, and that's nowhere near as bad as my Huntsman slings, because those things are just mental. I don't mind the Poecilotheria at all. I can do whatever with it. It doesn't bother me. But the Huntsman slings are a different story. They're so tiny, and when I've got to try and feed them, it's a nightmare because I worry about losing them. And the reason that sort of started was the day I got them home, went to rehouse them. I thought I lost one, and luckily was able to find it. But they're just so quick. They're so tiny. And they match the colour of my carpet, so trying to rehouse them wasn't a fun time. So yeah. Next question is from Anna Smith, and what animal would you least like to own? Maybe some sort of centipede. I'm not too sure. But I'm normally fairly open to trying new animals. Probably some sort of centipede, just because I know they're the sort of thing that's going to bite first and ask questions later. But I don't know. I'm not too sure. People normally expect me to say something like a Gila monster or something like that, but I'd love a Gila monster. So, alright, I'm going to put you back. Come on. Okay. Next question. If I can find it. This is from Courtney Evans, and it's what is my favourite animal in my collection? I don't know. Probably should have thought of an answer before doing this, but I'm not really sure I could say, because I have quite a few different things and they're all different, meaning one like the snakes are in their own way different to the spiders and the dragon, my lizard, and so is my frog, but I think out of everything, maybe my salmon pink bird eater, also known as Lasiodora paribana, just because he's my first big spider, and he's not handleable at all or anything like that, but he's just my first big spider, and just got quite attached to him. So I'm looking at him there. I can't see him, he's webbed it all up, but yeah, he's had his last molt, and I don't really want to breed him, and I think he's just waiting to go, bless him. But he's still eating, so it's a good sign. Next question. What is my dream tarantula? This is from Theory Family Bulls. I'm not too sure, because it was the Poecilotheria metallica, because I love the blue in the colour. But my next spider, I think what I would like is a Poecilotheria regalis, because of the black and white. I love black and white. That's one of the reasons for the ghost. But favourite tarantula, I'm not too sure. Maybe I'll have to come back to that. But yeah. Next one is from Peter Webster, and If money wasn't a problem, what invert would be a must have in your collection? And it can be any invert. Maybe a poodle moth, just because they look so cool and they're not big or anything, but they don't look like a moth. They don't look real because they just look so fluffy, you know. But not really 100% sure. Don't know. I'll have to think of that as well. I should have really thought of these beforehand, but oh well. I've got one from Jennifer's Tarantulas saying how I actually got into tarantulas, and that all started from college, because I was always the weirder guy, like liking all the weirder animals. No, I wasn't going to the rabbits, the guinea pigs, and the hamsters. I was going to the reptiles, the inverts, and amphibians. Yeah, that was always my sort of thing. Don't get me wrong, I like rabbits and all that. I've had rabbits and guinea pigs and all that before. But as I got older, I sort of drifted that way. And whenever we went into the actual animal block to do work with the animals, I was always the one sort of appointed to do that because I was the only one sort of willing to do it. When we had open days and stuff showing people around, we'd get a tarantula out and everyone would run. I'd just be stood there like, I'll have it, give us it here. But yeah, I just started like chilling out with the inverts in there, looking after them, learning about them. And I was home one night and my mum just called me down, said, right, her friend in the next village is selling 3 tarantulas, do you want them? So she told me what they were. I had a look on Google. And I was like, oh, yeah, I didn't really think I was going to own them or anything like that. So I got there and it was the salmon pink bird eater, Lasiodora paribana. It was the Brazilian whitey. I'll put the actual Acanthina geniculata, something like that. You know what I mean. And it was a Mexican redknee, also Brachypelma hamori. At the time was Smithy, but and the Chaco golden knee. But she said I could have 3 because her daughter wasn't sure if she wanted the white knee or not. So I took 3 home. Then the day after, she messaged mum again, saying she doesn't want it. Do you want it? So I went back and got it. And then I sort of just kept the 4 for quite a while and said, right, that'll do. I was quite happy with that. And then I decided, well, somebody was rehoming another white knee. I believe it's a male, but I have to wait for him. Well, he did molt, but I don't remember. But yeah. So I've got 2 of those, and they're called Aladdin and Jasmine because I'm hoping to breed them, and I needed a couple name, So that was just one way to remember them. So hopefully Jasmine won't eat Aladdin, but see how it goes. Maybe I'll get there and think I don't want to do it, but see what happens in the future. Then, like I say, I was fine after that. I didn't really think about having any more. Well, when I did look at the white Brazilian whitey, the woman wanted like stupid amount for it, and I thought I'm not going to pay that. And this was when I didn't know how much they were, and I thought I'm not going to pay so and so for one spider. And spoke to the woman, said, "Would you take so and so?" This price, and she was like, "No." So I said, "Okay." So I just said, "Oh, I've done animal care, college, this sort of thing. I've got degrees in this and all that," and didn't really hear anything back. Then a couple of days later, she's like, "Yeah, okay, fair enough," because I think nobody else told her. But yeah, so I went and got it, and then a while later, I saw another spider on Facebook, and it's my Honduran curly hair. I don't know the scientific name, sorry, but I'm sure you'll all know. And I knew straight away, like, I had to do something because it was not looked after, It was really overweight, big bald patch on its abdomen, and the people didn't really know what they were doing with it. So I'll go get her and come back. Okay, this is my what? She's got something on her head, probably a bit of webbing. But she's a Brachypelma abapulosum, and she's a female, well, as far as I know. But you can still just see she's fairly overweight. But when I did get her, she was much worse, and she didn't feed for an entire year of having her, and eventually she had to sort of live off her own body fat and actually slim down a bit until she molted. But ever since, she's eaten every time, yeah, no problems. So she's definitely doing better than what she was. But yeah, she's a sweetheart. But when I went to go pick her up, the guy took the lid off and just picked her straight up. And straight away I knew that's probably why she was the way she was. And yeah, I know she's not like a normal looking one, because people say she's not a normal, she looks more just like a pet one, not an actual one. I don't really understand that, but at the end of the day, she's, you know, a tarantula still. Yeah, I don't mind. I'm happy with her. She's never done any trouble. Never been a problem for me. Always been a nice spider, so I'm happy with that, you know. So that's the Q&A video that I promised. Sorry there wasn't that many questions, not really a long video, but hopefully when I do another one in the future there'll be more. So yeah, don't like comment on every single video what question, just because I'll remember, but I'll do a video again saying drop your comments on this video, not this video, but you know what I mean, and take it from there. So yeah, thank you for watching. This is Adam's Arachnids.